Did you know that these movies were either cancelled or faced bad criticism from fans? In this video, I am going to tell you about 5 movies that didn't make it to the box office. Number 1. At the Mountains of Madness. At the Mountains of Madness is a cancelled movie project, a horror adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's novella. Guillermo del Toro was set to direct. The leading actor attached to the project was Tom Cruise, who was set to play the role of Dr. William Dyer, the leader of the ill-fated Antarctic expedition. Cruise's involvement in the film generated significant interest among fans, as he is a major Hollywood star known for his roles in action and science fiction films. The project faced difficulties primarily related to its budget. Guillermo del Toro intended to make an R-rated, high-budget horror film, which would have limited its commercial appeal. The studio was hesitant to invest in such a risky venture, especially considering the Lovecraftian horror genre's niche audience, and it was cancelled in March 2011. No official revival has been announced. Number 2. Superman Lives. Superman Lives was a superhero film that was planned in the late 1990s, with Tim Burton set to direct and Nicolas Cage attached to play the iconic role of Superman/Clark Kent. The project encountered various production issues and never made it to the big screen. The plot would have followed Superman's battle against the villainous Lex Luthor and the fearsome intergalactic monster, Doomsday. However, specific details of the plot were continuously evolving due to the frequent changes in creative direction. The cast of Superman Lives would have included Nicolas Cage as Superman/Clark Kent. Cage was a controversial choice for the role, as he had a very different look from the traditional Superman portrayal, and fans were divided over his casting. There were rumors that Kevin Spacey was being considered for the role of Lex Luthor, although this was never officially confirmed. Despite Burton's unique vision and Cage's star power, the film faced numerous production issues, including budget concerns, creative differences, and uncertainty about the script. As a result, Superman Lives never went into production and was ultimately cancelled in the late 1990s. The rights to Superman were later acquired by Warner Bros., leading to the development of other Superman films, including Superman Returns in 2006 and Man of Steel in 2013. Number 3. Halo. Halo was a highly anticipated movie adaptation of the popular video game franchise set to be directed by Neil Blomkamp, but the film's development faced challenges primarily due to financial issues and disagreements between the filmmakers and the studios involved. Eventually, the project stalled, and despite several attempts to revive it, Halo was officially cancelled as a movie adaptation. Various actors were considered for the role of Master Chief, the iconic protagonist of the Halo game series, but no official casting was ever announced. This movie was expected to bring the epic sci-fi world of Halo to the big screen. Despite its cancellation, the Halo universe has been explored through other media adaptations, including animated series and a live-action TV show released on Paramount+.
Master Chief, huh?
Number 4. The Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger was directed by Gore Verbinski and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer. It is based on the classic radio and television series of the same name, which follows the adventures of the masked vigilante, the Lone Ranger, and his Native American companion, Tonto. Johnny Depp portrayed Tonto, the Native American warrior who becomes the Lone Ranger's loyal friend and guide. Armie Hammer as John Reed/the Lone Ranger. Armie Hammer played the titular character, John Reed, a lawman who dons the mask of the Lone Ranger to seek justice and fight against corruption. Despite these challenges, the film was ultimately released in July 2013. Unfortunately, The Lone Ranger received mixed reviews from critics, and its box office performance did not meet the studio's expectations. The film's worldwide gross was around $260 million, which was not enough to recoup its production and marketing costs. Due to the film's expensive budget and underwhelming box office results, it was considered a financial disappointment for Disney. As a result, plans for potential sequels or spin-offs were abandoned.
Why am I alive?
Number 5. Justice League Immortal. Justice League Immortal was a planned superhero film that was set to be directed by George Miller. It was intended to be a part of the DC Extended Universe DCU and bring together some of DC Comics' most iconic superheroes in a team-up adventure. The film was in development in the late 2000s but was ultimately cancelled before it could enter production. The film had a star-studded cast, with notable actors set to play the iconic DC superheroes. The cast would have included Armie Hammer as Batman, DJ Cotrone as Superman, Megan Gale as Wonder Woman, Adam Brody as The Flash, Common as Green Lantern, Santiago Cabrera as Aquaman, and Hugh Keays-Byrne as Martian Manhunter. Justice League. Mortal would have brought together the Justice League, a team of superheroes, to face a formidable threat. The exact plot details were not fully revealed, but it was expected to showcase the heroes uniting to combat a powerful supervillain. Warner Bros. Decided to put the project on hold and later cancelled it entirely due to budgetary concerns and creative differences. The studio chose to shift its focus to individual superhero films, leading to the establishment of the DCU with the release of Man of Steel in 2013. While Justice League Immortal was cancelled, the idea of a Justice League film didn't fade away entirely. In 2017, the Justice League film directed by Zack Snyder was released as part of the DCU, bringing together Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg in an epic team-up adventure. That's about it. I'll see you next time with more interesting videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.